Hello. What I'd like to do today is to show you quickly how you can answer the following question, the one that's written on the screen there. Plot the following two lines and find their point of intersection. But also each step of the way to show you how to plot a single line, how to find the y-intercept, the slope, and so on, all within one video. So the first thing you see on the screen is you see two separate equations. So first we're going to plot each of them individually. So one thing I wanted to show you is that in the last class we talked about, we demonstrated the following, that you would write y equals 3x plus 2. What I've figured out just over the past couple of days is that in fact if you just type in 3x plus 2, that gives you everything. That gives OneNote everything it needs to plot it. It already adds in the y equals. So we're going to select 3x plus 2, and we're going to go here and plot this graph. And here we go. This is the graph. We want to zoom in on it. We can zoom in to get the y-intercept, which of course is 2. Okay, that's where the line crosses the y-axis. And the slope we know is 3. So let's zoom out a little bit. I'm just going to center this and then insert on page. So that's y equals 3x plus 2. And I'll put the title here. Next, we're going to do x plus y equals 7. So if you have it in an non-traditional, you could either rewrite that as y equals 7 minus x, so 7 minus x, or OneNote will plot it just as is. Now you have to be careful with these capital letters. It doesn't read them the same way, but it does this automatic capitalization, which can probably be turned off. But for now, so x plus y equals 7. We graph in 2D, and what we see here is that the y-intercept is 7, as expected. All right, and then here the slope is negative, and it will be -1. I'll just zoom in, we'll see that much more clearly. Okay, so you can see here the slope. If we go down 1, we'll go to the right 1, down 2, to the right 2, and so on. So we'll insert that on the page. And label it here. Now, if we want to find the intersection of those 2 points, what we have to do is we have to write them out in a specific way. Now, there's a little bit of a trick to plotting these, so the syntax is going to be important. If you just type in these 2 lines as they are, the algebraic equations for them, the OneNote will not plot both lines on the same axis. So what you need to do is you need to rewrite this, and it's not a difficult thing to do. So in this case, we can see that we have y equals 7 minus x, or y equals -x plus 7. Okay, so I'm just going to change that from the cap. So this is what we're going to plot. So let's say we wanted to plot these 2 lines on the same axis and find, and without doing all the algebra, find the point of intersection. So we just type in the 3x plus 2, comma, and now -x plus 7. And what's important is that when you select here, see that I use the dash, the hyphen for the negative sign. When you click on the math, it converts it into a larger sign, negative. So that's when it's reading it correctly. Now you go into graph 2D, and you get the point of intersection of y equals 3x plus 2. It's the purple. And the red is y equals -x plus 7. And so you can see it crosses the y-axis here at 7. So that's this part of the graph, or this line, and then this line crosses at 2, y equals 3x plus 2. And that's the point of intersection. So we're going to insert this on the page. And we can tap in here, zoom in very closely to get the point of intersection as exactly 1.25 and 5.75. Okay, so the point of intersection will be right here. 0.74 was the best, right? Was the closest that we got, and then change that to a small x. Okay, now you could also, if you wrote these out, y equals 3x plus 2, and instead of doing the graph in 2D, you can, let me select. We can solve for y and x, where we get 1.25 and 5.75. And then, so show the steps here using substitution, which is the way I was teaching you in the booklet. And so you'll see a solution for that. I hope that helps.